Hello, Magic players. It's CornTime60, that corny guy. I'm going to turn down my desktop audio a little bit here. Yeah, that seems good. Just so that the game isn't too loud. So, we're actually playing Historic. I've been mostly drafting, but this deck has been so much fun. So, I started trying to build a mono black deck. That was the shell. It was Orcish Bowmaster, Go for the Throat, Fatal Push, Thoughtseize, Shieldred, the One Ring, all that jazz. That was boring. it was an okay deck, but it was boring. And then I thought about, Orcish Bowmasters is really strong. How can we really abuse this card more than anyone else? And then I stumbled upon a card that I already had 4 copies of because I'd tried building around it before. Slitherwisp, which is a 3-mana 3/2 with Flash. Whenever you cast another spell with Flash, you draw a card and each opponent loses 1 life. So I decided to build a draw-go control with Flash creatures as the win condition. Now, the basis of the deck is control. You have, in the 1-drop slot, you have Thoughtseize to take your opponent's stuff, Fatal Push to kill, Stern Scolding to counter, Spell Pierce to counter. 2-drop slot, 4 Go for the Throat, 2 Make Disappear, 2 Drown in the Lock. I might run more Drown in the Lock, because this card has been performing very well. For all our 2-mana Flash creatures, we have the Brineborn Cutthroat, which, again, is probably an underperformer in this deck. It can be a big threat, but really it's usually just a 2-mana 2/1 that, dies in combat or something. We have Fairy Mastermind, which combos very well with the Orcish Bowmasters, because you activate it during their turn, they draw their second card, you draw an extra card, and you trigger the Bowmasters if you activate that ability. So yeah, 2-mana 2/1 Flash Flying, Yuta Takahashi. You can force your opponent to draw cards. Whenever they draw their second card, you draw another card. We have Snapcaster Mage, the OG Flash card, that lets you recast any of your kill spells or counter spells, which is kind of huge. Might run more of him, less of the Cutthroat at some point. Of course, we have the Bowmasters, who's just broken. If you don't know what this card does, go ahead and pause here and read it real quick, because it's busted. We have Slitherwisp, which lets us draw a card and drain our opponent for 1 life every time we cast any of our creatures, because they all have Flash. This is our card advantage engine. This and Fairy Mastermind are our only real ways to get ahead. And we have Urtai Resurrected, our only 4-drop. He is essentially the Drown in the Lock on a stick, but there's a bonus. So when you use him, you counter an opponent's spell or ability, or you destroy a creature or planeswalker, and then they draw a card, which is relevant because it can trigger Fairy Mastermind and Orcish Bowmasters. So you Urtai. I have used Urtai to destroy a blocker, trigger the Bowmasters, ping my opponent for 1, buff the army, and use that to get to lethal. So, nice little synergy there, and, there's a lot of synergy here. The deck is almost completely 1 and 2 drops. Only these things are the 3 and 4. So we are only running 22 lands, which is a little low, but you see, you don't really need more than 3 or 4 lands. As for the lands, we have the castles, Castle Locthwain and Vantress, we have the Hall of Storm Giants, we have the Hive of the Eye Tyrant, we have Odawara, and we have Takenuma, even though I rarely ever use these. There was one game where Odawara became very relevant, bouncing an opponent's Leyline Binding at the opportune moment to get back a Snapcaster to use a spell. So there are some fun little interactions available here. And I wasn't I wasn't keeping track of my wins and losses yesterday when I was playing this deck, but I have been today, and I'm at 6 wins and 1 loss so far today. So the deck is working. It's not perfect. I did have my 1 loss, which was to, I think it was like a weird blue-white control, maybe. I don't remember. We keep this. It's not ideal, but it's okay. This is not the right island art. This isn't the island art I tried to put. We're just gonna kill this. Not even wait. And then we're either gonna Stern Scolding or play the Cutthroat. Ooh, actually, if they're going to consider first thing, then we're going to play the Fairy Mastermind. That way we can draw an extra card. Oh, did they just miss a land drop? That's rough. So now we've got options. We can play this, we can play one of the Cutthroats, or we can even Snapcaster and Fatal Push. I'll let the Symmetry Sage resolve, and then we'll Snapcaster Fatal Push. And they're done. They were stuck on one land, so that's kind of a lame game there. You notice I'm gold tier 4. Yesterday I didn't even realize, but I was playing in unranked, which is just plain dumb. Like, I meant to be playing in ranked and didn't even notice until after, like, 9 games that I was in unranked. I was like, why do I keep running into such weird decks? I ran into a blue-white control whose only win condition was Kaleem, the Jin Emperor. And, like, it was weird. That game went on for a really long time. I did eventually win with all of the Storm Giants, but they just kept cycling Kaleem. Multiple castles. This is really slow, but it is playable. I just hope they're not aggro. Sisters, sure. Start with this so we can Thoughtseize. I mean, we've got kill spells, so as long as they're not too quick at killing us. I guess I kind of hope for an island here. Swamp is not ideal, but it is okay. I play this for the Bowmasters. I kind of think so, actually. Hallowed Priest, so I can let that resolve and then kill the... I think we do it this way. Since I can probably kill that next turn anyways. I'll chump block with the 1/1. Whatever. The missing a land drop makes me think I'm not really going to need to use the casualty on Make Disappear. Oh, well, I might have to. Start with Thoughtseize. There's half of a combo. We'll take the Collected Company, because it can get them their whole combo. No attacks, and we will just pass. I don't expect them to have protection spells if they're a Collected Company combo deck. Okay, opponent's thinking real hard. I mean, this is about to be a universal kill and counterspell here in a minute or two. Not sure why they're thinking so hard. Snapcaster would be great here. Indiana Jones. That's a hell of a name. They must have joined this thing like day 1. Ow. Hit my elbow. But yeah, you see how this deck operates, is it just stops our opponents and abuses Bowmasters. Are they actually AFK? Are both of my first games gonna suck? That's kind of annoying. Both of my first games recording with this deck. Like, if they're wins, fine, but... yeah, we're gonna kill that. There's a swamp. I'm not gonna attack. Now, if they time out again, then that's the whole game. Kinda lame. Kinda lame. Let's say hello. See if they're actually there. I don't think so. I think they left. Look, their Hot Pockets were burning in the oven. So they had to go get their Hot Pockets. It turns out they were already on fire, and their oven was smoking, so they're, like, freaking out. Fire alarm's going off. They just wasted, like, $12 worth of Hot Pockets, and, like, their day is just not going too great. That's my only assumption for opponents who go AFK like this. It has to involve Hot Pockets. If it doesn't, then what the fuck is going on? The reason I don't AFK like this is because I don't eat Hot Pockets. Oh, they're here. They showed back up. Soul Warden. Sure. And they concede. They showed up just long enough to realize they missed an entire turn. They put the fire out. They managed to save like 2 Hot Pockets by scraping all the charcoal off of them, only to lose the game anyways. Well, these are really lame wins, frankly. And yeah, I named the deck Flash Mob because I'm a freaking goober. You know that goober is actually another name for peanut? It just means peanut. I wonder how many people actually picked that up from the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, where, like, the goofy goobers, everything was, like, peanut-themed. I don't know that everyone got that. Do I shock? Probably not. Probably not. Like, what 2-drop did they play that I really care that much about? We'll play it tapped. Ooh, Catacomb is good. If they play a Bowmasters, I'll play a Bowmasters. And then that'll be the game. If they play nothing, I'll play the Cutthroat. Yeah, that way I just have something out. Oh, Bowmasters. Yep, they waited until the opportune moment. Now didn't they? We don't know if they have black, and I don't want to give them free mana off their Phyrexian Tower. So, I'll go ahead and play my own Bowmaster here. Plus, Slitherwisp is actually bad if they have a Bowmaster out, because it'll give them the ability to kill the Slither... Well, not bad, but just not as good. Molten Impact. Fine. I don't really want to Fatal Push a derpy little 1/1. What spell could they cast that would force me to play Urtai here? I think I just play the Hive. No attacks and pass. 2 kill spells or Slitherwisp. When you cast your next instant or sorcery spell. That kind of sucks. This thing is 2 removal spells in 1. Kind of overpowered, actually. Alright, I gotta try it. He probably just casts an instant or sorcery and uses the Molten Impact to kill it, but I gotta try. Okay. They're ahead on card advantage. Kolagon's command, okay. Ouch. That hurts a lot, actually. That is not a card I expected to see. Looks like we're losing this one. The One Ring is a card that I have to counter. Of all the cards that I have to counter, that's one of them. me think. If I swing with Urtai, he's just going to use the Bowmasters and block. Right? Granted, once he's done his thing, Urtai's kind of worthless. Sure. That's not what I would have done if I was him, I don't think. 6 mana. I got no counterspells. Another Molten Impact. I kind of hate this card, actually. Another Go for the Throat. Does he pull the trigger on his own Orcish Bowmasters? Like, I can almost guarantee this guy is, let's just kill that. Kill it right away. Yep. Maybe it would have been better to wait, try to block with the Hive, and then shoot it, but I don't want to lose the Hive. What I need to do is keep a Slitherwisp around. Let's just kill that. And if he sacrifices it for the black mana, like, he has to use it during combat. He has a 2/2, and he has one more card than me. Ooh, Bajuka Bog actually hits pretty hard, because I could draw a Snapcaster. Alright, show me what your last card is. Yeah, okay. I cannot block with Hive here. He can exile that to make 2 1/1s. I think I still have to hold back the Go for the Throat. Because he might play another Sholdred or whatever. That's not sorcery speed only. So he's gonna make 1/1s. The One Ring, great. Oh, this is rough. I would really rather save this for a Sholdred or something, but I guess I kill it. Oh, he has protection from everything. I think we've lost this one. We let them resolve a One Ring. We stopped the first one, but the second one... didn't get our own card advantage engine online. Ouch. I guess Bowmasters is my ideal draw since it can kill his 1/1s if he draws off One Ring. Oh, that's a land. Alright. Alright, I'm changing my music real quick, and that's my second loss with this deck. I don't have any other ways to deal with, I don't have any other ways to deal with the One Ring besides just counter it. and not allow it to exist. That's not actually true. Come to think of it. I could theoretically just play out Bowmasters, and then whenever they draw a bunch of cards, just ping them to death. So I guess I have 2 ways to deal with the One Ring. 1 ring, 2 ways. This'll do. No real way to connect, but I will sit around and try to stop them from doing things. Oh, and a mulligan. A mulligan against my Thoughtseize, and I drew a way to connect. Yeah, we have to take away the One Ring. Force them to try to draw another one. Catacomb is a good top deck. And they're done! That was kind of lame as well. Are all my wins gonna be this lame? I swear they're interesting games. Did I have fun? No. My opponent conceded in like 2 seconds. Like, sure, that's a win, but... How long has this recording been going? I actually don't know where to look. 21 minutes. Alright, we got time for a couple more games. That was about 4 games into... So those are like 5-minute games. This may seem like MTGA. What the hell? What a fun name. Alright, Again, we'll keep this. It's all control elements and no way to connect, but... Ooh. Well, that's gonna get hit with a kill spell. ASAP. Consider Balmor, Mentor's Guidance. I think we take the Guidance. We can kill creatures, but the card draw is a problem. Probably plays the Symmetry Sage, right? Yep. If he tries to cast Balmor, we can scold it. I think I just go for the throat here. Whether they have another land or not. Do I just take 0? No. I'm gonna take 5. That's fine. They are slowly running out of steam. That's another counterspell. And they concede. What the heck? Are people that averse to playing against counterspells? Did I have fun? You know what? No, because my opponent left too quickly. I would rather them play it out, at least for a couple more turns. Like, I won, sure. But I want an interesting game before I stop recording. Just one. Just one. Come on now. I know all the really interesting YouTubers play different decks. Like, every one of their videos, they're playing something different, like the Against the Odds. The one guy who pronounces his name like a frickin' lunatic. You know who I'm talking about if you watch Magic YouTubers. I'm not going to imitate his manner of speaking, because I think it's obnoxious. Even though the guy's a good Magic player. I keep this. 2 creatures, 2 removal spells. Thoughtseize you. Show me what you're working with. Jace, Cacophony, Fatal Push, Eliminate. I don't really mind him killing my stuff, actually. Jace is annoying, though. So we're going to take away the Jace. So he can use these to kill my creatures, but I'll just get more creatures. Would have liked some of those cards. Although top decking a Slitherwisp is kind of nice as well. I'm going to shock since now I know my life total doesn't matter. If they play a draw spell, I'll play Bowmasters. Anything else, and it's the Cutthroat. And if he kills it, oh well. Okay, so he still has the Eliminate. We kind of want to draw out the Eliminate before sticking the Slitherwisp, if at all possible. Glimpse. Sure. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and Bowmaster first. As good as Bowmaster is, I would rather stick the Slitherwisp because it gives me card advantage. It does also create a second creature, which means I can start pinging them a little bit. Yep. My turn. Would I rather hold the Takenuma? I don't think so. I would rather just resolve the Slitherwisp now, though, because I don't know if they're running counterspells or not. Founding the third path. Okay. Read ahead to make me mill 4. Fine. Spell Pierce would have been nice. There is one problem to running like 8 removal spells. He's gonna cast the Glimpse, and I have no way to do anything about it. He's gonna cast the Eliminate. Ouch. Very ouch. Cutthroat is alright. Especially if I can actually start playing some of my cards. Sure. He's gonna mill me another 4 and then recast Glimpse. Losing to mill is some real feel-bads, but at least we're having a real game. There's Bowmaster. Or does he get a kill spell? He gets Glimpse. That makes sense. That's what I would have done. It puts me down to 10, so if he draws another Glimpse, I'm just dead. That's neat that this card is really good in mill. Five, 6. I don't quite have lethal here. I could Fatal Push my own stuff, but that'd be pretty stupid. Alright, unless my opponent somehow manages to draw 2 cards, I think they've got it. That's an odd choice. Jace. I don't have any way to counter that Jace. He can make me mill 3 times 5 cards, which just kills me, right? Oh, he kills himself if he uses that ability, right? Okay, no. He's not going to use the other ability. Dang it, man. At least it was a close one. Mesmeric Orb is a little unnecessary. Alright, well... why do the interesting games have to be the losses? That's what I'm wondering. Why do all my wins have to be like 3 turns? I don't have good answers to mill. I do wonder if I should cut 2 removal spells, go down to 6 removal spells, go up to 2 more Drown in the Lock, because it can be kill or counter. Bad luck, Jim. Good luck, Jim. Oh yeah, we keep this. Hive, tapped grave, marsh. What does this do? It glows. That's too bright. Let's just kill that. Are we against elves? Is that what this is? I don't hesitate to kill something like an Elvish Mystic. Oh, we're against combo again. Great. Alright. Do I give up the Brineborn for this? Do I give up a Slitherwisp for this? I don't think so. I think I just take the damage. Play Odoara. I have no reason to do anything on my own turn. I'll do it all on theirs. Scurry Oak. Sure. Let's play another Slitherwisp. And Fatal Push that. They're trying to combo off, it looks like. I don't know that I actually have a way to deal with it if they combo off this turn. Voice of the Blessed does not cause them to combo completely. It does give them 1 squirrel. Rosie does combo, doesn't it? And I do not have the mana to make this go off. It's not infinite life gain, it's just infinite squirrels. So if I can still kill them somehow... Oh wait, I can stop the combo here by killing Rosie. Right? I think that's right. I also might draw a kill spell off my Slitherwisps. So let's kill Rosie Cotton. That way he only gets 1 more squirrel. Nothing else? Alright, well, really? They're done? Fizzle the combo once? Like, you could have still drawn a, they don't know what's in my hand, but if they had drawn Collected Company and hit the combo again, I wouldn't be able to do anything. I guess that's one advantage of playing Control, is the opponent doesn't actually know. Like, they don't actually know what's in my hand. They could assume I have, like, 3 counterspells in my 5 cards. Little do they know, I just have 5, I don't know, bad kill spells or bad creatures. None of those creatures were bad. They would have all drawn me an extra card. I'm gonna shock this in. Even if we're against aggro, Stern Scolding will help. Yeah, see? Arcanist, sure. Let's play Cutthroat. I was really hoping that would be a kill spell. If they play something that draws 2 cards, I'll play the Bowmaster. Play with fire is... I can't play two things with flash, so I guess that has to happen. He's not gonna cast it. Okay. I guess I could have Bowmaster double block there, but he'd probably have an answer. Let's go with the Cutthroat. Which he kills immediately. To cast or not to cast? He is doing it. Okay. I think I want to try to kill this thing. Okay. Stormwing Entity, sure. Seems good. Oh, that is not the land that I needed. No attacks. Although maybe I should have. Alright. Yeah, I need more cards. It's the worst land I could have drawn. They don't have a Phoenix in the graveyard yet. There's Reckless Charge. Which doesn't give Trample, right? It doesn't have Trample. I still just take the 8. Ouch. Go for the Throat seems good. I don't think I even wait. I think I just kill it. I think I just kill it immediately. Yeah. No attacks. They have Den of the Bugbear. If they've got nothing, then I can just block. Another Den. Sheesh. But I have 2 Bowmasters, so if he does go for Bugbear, I let it attack first. He has another Den of the Bugbear. That's actually whack. But since I have Urtai here, I'll swing for 2. I would rather keep my Bowmasters anyway. This time I kill it before attacks. If he just activates Bugbear again, oh no, I wait until attacks. Let's let that happen. I'm guessing he Reckless Charges it, and then I just kill it in response. Yeah. And they're done. They've got nothing to say about that. Nothing to say about Urtai Resurrected. I don't know Urtai's plotline at all, by the way. I don't know what this character is. He has, like, weird double arms, which are kind of cool looking. That's all I know about Urtai. And he, like, counterspells and kills things. Apparently he died once, since he's resurrected. don't really understand the plot line now that we're in Aftermath or whatever. The Planeswalkers lost their sparks. I don't really understand why. I'll keep this. Show me what you're working with. Spyglass. Activated ability. I don't have anything with relevant activated abilities. So I think I just take the Diviner of Fates. Catacomb. And pass. Then choose any card name. Activated abilities can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. That's fine. He can't actually stop any of this, so that's fine. I may hold back the Bowmaster, actually. Because, like, if he plays the Diviner of Fates, right, then I just kill it immediately. Because it enters, it tries to connive, and then I just kill it with the Bowmaster. Now that I have two Bowmasters, I can play one out. And if he counters it, that's kind of fine. Yeah. What card did he name, anyway? Liliana of the Veil. I actually don't run that. Alright. Pay 2 life. Let's go ahead and snap Thoughtseize. Teferi's pretty spicy. I think I actually take the Censor here. If he tries for Teferi, I just Spell Pierce it. If he tries for Conniver, I just Orcish Bowmaster it. So which mind is he of? He has his own Bowmasters. Whack. Draw, discard. I imagine he discards whatever isn't Teferi. Yeah, I'll draw. Let's push the Bowmaster. I am at lower life. Do I mind giving up the Snap? I don't think I mind giving up the Snapcaster here. Yeah, I think I swing. Oh, I have the advantage on creatures for now. Spell Pierce. Not the ideal top deck, but if they play a big creature, it'll be alright. Thoughtseize! Ouch. Alright. Probably takes away the Spell Pierce. Yep. That's unfortunate. Yeah, if they draw a Teferi now, I think I'm just dead. Okay, I think we're losing this one. Hello, Esper Control, I see you there. Primeborn Cutthroat is okay. It's less than ideal. I would have rather gotten a Snapcaster Mage. I think I'm going to cut these for more Snapcasters. So we're going to start with this. And then this. Before he gets the free stuff trigger. Divine Purge. Lets him recast his Spyglass. That's pretty cool. I actually don't care about the Spyglass. It's 12 cards in his graveyard, so this is counter any spell, or kill any creature. He's still naming Lily of the Veil. He should be naming either Hive of the Eye Tyrant, Castle Lochthwain, any of the utility lands that I actually do have in the deck. Slitherwisp is kind of a spicy draw here. That'll help. Maybe. It's Kaleem! Yeah, that's fine. All it does is tap it. Cycle. Cycle Shark Typhoon. That's kind of spicy as well. Do they attack or hold it back as a blocker? Snapcaster, huh? Snap Push or Snap Pierce? I think I just Snap Push here. Maybe. See if he takes this trade. Okay. That's good. Then I can just wait around. Another Wisp is a good draw here. Gives me something to do on their end of turn. And they're done. Alright, Starbuck. You know, I really like Arbok, but Star, very cool. I actually like that name. That's kind of clever. And we're up from Tier 4 to Tier 2. Just like that. Tearing through the ranks. And I'm still having fun. This deck is fun enough that I can just keep playing it. I do wish there were rewards after you reach 15 wins for the day. Even if it was just, like, minimal. Even if it was just 10 gold each. Like, after you hit 15 wins, just give you 10 gold each for a win. That way you still get something if you're having enough fun that you want to keep playing. And it's not like, oh, well, you already played 15 games, so I guess you're done today. Maybe that's their way of limiting people, but I've been playing for less than 2 hours. This is actually kind of awful. I just mean the lands. The lands are kind of awful. Start with Catacomb. So I don't have any way to have things come in untapped yet. Inquisition hits pretty hard. Does he take my Spell Pierce? Does he take my Thoughtseize? Does he take my Slitherwisp? If I'm him, I take the Slitherwisp, but I also don't know what's in his hand. Thoughtseize might be the correct choice here. Because if he doesn't take it, I'm going to look and see what his hand is. And then we're going to be on even ground for information. Okay. Kind of makes sense. So now I hold up Spell Pierce or Stern Scolding. That makes sense. Play the Marsh. If I drop the Wisp and he does something spicy like the Wolf, I can just kill the Wolf with Go for the Throat. Alright, cool. We got 3 counterspells and a kill spell. All of which are somewhat situational. If he tries to play Yorion, I think I just make disappear it. Cultivate. Sucks to suck. I guess I let that happen. He has the 2 mana. Like, I could 2-for-1 myself to stop it, but whatever. That's pretty good. See, Shadow's Verdict hurts. Kiora Best the Sea God hurts a lot. I can just Spell Pierce it, though. Binding the Old Gods hurts a bit. Yorion hurts. Yorion's his only creature, though, so I kind of don't care about that. And since I can Spell Pierce any of these, I think I take Binding. Let's go ahead and, oh shit, he has the 2 mana. That was wrong. That was definitely the wrong play. I thought he just had 1 left. Oh shit. That's very rough. I should have counted. I should have taken my time. I think we just threw this game. Scry for something useful. Not sure what that would be. Slitherwisp into Bowmaster is pretty solid. Non-creature, non-land card from it, they discard. Token with hexproof. Ugh. Gah, that's so gross. What else does it do? Tap my stuff, it doesn't untap, and then gain control of a permanent. Neither of those are actually good enough. I really need a counterspell. Like another counterspell. Don't have it, so I die to the 8/8. It has hexproof, so I have no way to answer it. Not like I have Death Touch or anything. Ouchie! That's 4 losses total with this deck in ranked. Like, we've still got a positive record, but still, ouch. Arise now, arise, riders of Theoden! It'll actually be kind of nice when all the Lord of the Rings stuff is gone from Arena. I keep this all day. Counterspell, kill spell, and 2 creatures. Let's do it. Lochthwain is tapped no matter what. Because I don't have a swamp. I'd rather not go for the throat that, but I may end up having to. We'll see. We'll see what our opponent does. I don't mind losing that land. Glimpse. Let's counter that. Thoughtseize. It's Mill again. Why are so many people playing Mill? Alright, let's take the Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Pretty sure. And go for the Throat the Crab. So is he gonna just glimpse me again? Yeah. Cards engraved 4. Okay. So Drown is a universal removal spell right now. Another a universal counter spell. Let's not. Yeah, let's do this. They probably crack that, get a Swamp, Cling to Dust in response. That's what I would do, at least. Although maybe not, right? Fatal Push I kind of don't care about. So we'll take the Cling. Although maybe I should have let them play the Cling. Here, Brineborn should eat the Fatal Push. At least that's my theory. Yes, please, shock that in. They're expecting more dangerous creatures in the future. That wouldn't be their second card in the turn, so I don't play Mastermind in response. Sure, he draws a card. Let's go ahead and counter that, I'm pretty sure. So that card's actually ridiculous. Or when he goes to copy a spell, I can counter that. Let's let it happen. The Fatal Push is good. That resolves. Sure. As Merrick Orb, I will counter. Otawara is okay, but not super duper. I think I just play it out. And pass. All those cards would have been nice to have. Mill is such a matter of luck. Yeah, fine. That's gonna hit hard. That hit harder than I thought it would. Actually ridiculous. Gotta play the Mastermind. May get Fatal Pushed. Yep. Alright. Do I still have a Spell Pierce available? I do. There is one Spell Pierce in the deck. So I have one option to survive. Not to win, but to survive. I should have countered this. Spell Pierce. Nope. Alright. So Mill is like a real deck now, huh? And I need some way to answer it. Is there anything that shuffles in? Like an Emrakul type of effect in this format? Shuffle your graveyard into your library. Midnight Clock, that doesn't quite do it. Technically Bat Song. Also Devious Cover-Up. But neither of those are very practical cards against anything but Mill. I don't think I can really do tech to deal with Mill. I just don't see that as realistic. Play specifically anti-mill cards. Although that does seem to be my worst matchup so far. Not even the one-ring decks, like the black-red mid-range and the Jund. The Jund is a tough matchup, but we can win it. We can definitely lose it, too, but mill seems to be just a real uphill battle. We keep this. Unfortunately, I can't do anything turn 1. Like, I can't Stern Scolding. The hell? Never mind. Are we on mono colorless? Is that what's happening here? Mind Stone. Let's go ahead and just say no to that. Yeah, because if they're stuck on mana, we can take advantage of that. One card engrave. Do we Bowmaster here? I don't think so, actually. Okay, we should have. 100% should have. But I was hoping to draw a Swamp, not another Bowmaster. Yep, that's fine. So he's going to be playing Ugin. This is a matchup I haven't been in before. Of different colors. He drew an Archive. Yeah, let's go ahead and Thoughtseize them. What do we have? We have Ugin, Monument, Ugin, Mystic Forge. So he's probably going to play the Mystic Forge, right? Or you tap a permanent for colorless, add another colorless. I don't think I can allow that. So he probably plays the Mystic Forge. Yeah. We're stuck on lands, but we're doing okay. He doesn't want to Hedron Archive. Can I drown that? No. I can Spell Pierce it, though. He does gain 1. Fine. Another Spell Pierce. What a top deck. If he draws any extra cards, he's in for a world of hurt. I can tap for any color of mana once. Put a stop to that. Hall is probably the worst land I could have possibly drawn, but that's fine. All we do is keep these alive for one more turn and then we win. Which I think Spell Pierce deals with most things. If he has another Extinction event, then we're dead, right? But Karn, what does this Karn do? Put a card you own with this, reveal the top 2, create a 0/0, create a creature, which I can Fatal Push. That's fine. I don't think we care about that. Let's Fatal Push it, and then just hit him. GG! So that was a neat game. That was an interesting one. We are still climbing the ranks. I do wonder how good Stern Scolding actually is. Like, it's great against aggro players. It is such a card to play. It's better than Mental Misstep. Because Mental Misstep just counters 1-drop. Stern Scolding can counter Adeline. I used it to counter a Hydroid Crisis once. That was pretty great. We keep this. Sucks that our utility lands are going to waste, but... Huh. Oh, okay. I am guessing we're against Mill, is what that means. Let's take a look. Professor, yep. Let's take away their Inquisition, so they don't get to see what we're doing. Mirex is pretty annoying. He's gonna take Urtai, which is, oh well, you know. Unfortunate, but whatever. What can you do? So Leyline of the Void does turn off my Snapcasters. Play the Cutthroat. I can't play the Go for the Throat, so I guess I'll just go. He's gonna lose 2 life for it. And eliminate. So we're kind of both back to square one, but he has a 6-drop and I have a 2-drop. So I have a playable card. And okay, now he can start activating Mirex, which is decent. That's fine, actually. It's kind of preferable. Let's grab a Swamp. It comes in untapped, right? Yeah. End of his turn, we'll activate the Mastermind to get some card advantage. Nykthos, really? What does this actually do? So whenever you cast down, you lose 1 life. Look at your top 3. Your sacrifice is created. Da, da, da. Ooh, that was a bad choice, brother. Now you're down 1 land. Should've just waited and played the Professor. Meat Hook! That card still exists? I thought that was banned. Is it only banned in Standard? Ouch. Another Hive, alright. I have the ability to respond to a lot of things. Inquisition. Do I counter the Inquisition? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I do, actually. I would rather keep my ability to deal with your shit. Spell Pierce. Most underrated card ever. Spell Pierce is so good. Well, that does nothing. Not sure why he's so scared of graveyard stuff. Oh, the Bowmaster does it for him. Alright, see, that was an interesting game. I did have fun. I do wonder what the heck my opponent was doing, though. What was their actual game plan? Besides Professor Oryx. Onyx? Was it Onyx or Oryx? Alright, that's it for me being able to actually win any resources. See, I feel like I should still be able to get just 10 coins out of it. 10 gold, as it were, for every win. You know, if I could just still get 10 gold, that would be nice. It's not a lot, but say I play 10 games on top of the 15, at least I've got an extra 100 gold instead of literally nothing. So I'll probably stop soon. Dune. Yeah, we keep this. See a flavor text? Of course not. Card's too complicated to have flavor text. Seriously, this is not the island that I selected when I was building this. They got the swamp right. I'll fix it eventually. Oh, they're gonna Thoughtseize me. They're gonna Thoughtseize my Thoughtseize. The Bowmasters, that makes sense. Fatal Push, drown, drown. Take a drown. Fatal Push is less of a danger. Another Thoughtseize. There goes Urtai. Probably get Luris in hand. Yeah. Can I draw a non-land card, please? Please? Something non-land? And he can ping himself for one and play Luris, and then I'll sling my Go for the Throat, and then we're both equally doing nothing, although he has more stuff. Play the Marsh. Sure. He's also stuck on blue mana, which I just noticed a second ago. Okay. I think I'd probably scold the Luris if he tries it. Alright. Now we're both doing nothing with a bunch of kill spells and counter spells. Let's just scold that. I guess I should have waited and go for the throat. See, I'm flooded and he's short. And that's how this game is going. Oh, he got his blue. That's rough. So let's go ahead and drown in the lock that. I should have make disappear and let him pay the 2 and then do that. Alright, Hall of the Storm Giants, which just gets fatal pushed. So we don't try to attack with it. All I have is kill spells. Painful Bond. Seems pretty good. That's Shadow, sure. We shall pass. Cutthroat. Maybe should have held it up in case I draw a Slitherwisp, but whatever. Like, he kills it, right? Infernal Grasp? Really? Okay. That makes sense. You'd have to have something pretty expensive for Spell Pierce to be relevant now. That's fine. Go for the throat. He's not going to have Sholdred because he had Lurrus as a companion. Just go for the throated again. Bowmaster's a pretty good draw here. Pretty sure we just throw it at him. Let it resolve. Nice. Let this resolve. Oh, that's actually really bad for me, isn't it? Because this is going to be an extra draw, which is going to trigger... Yep, that's rough. Pretty much perfect timing. I do have to do this now, I think. I don't think it's safe to wait. Unholy Heat. Sure. That's pretty good. He's down to 2 life, though. So, like, there are ways I can just surprise kill him. I suppose if he thought seizes, I kind of have to spell pierce it, right? No, I don't. Alright, my turn. Ooh, that's pretty good. Take away your Fatal Push. Let's get you chump blocking, huh? I could swing with Hive and this, and he has to double block the Hive. Wait a minute. Artifact, creature, enchantment, or planeswalker to its owner's hand. He doesn't have the ability to activate that right now, so he has to double block the Hive. And then take 1. I exile from their graveyard. I guess iteration. And they're done! They figured out they'd be down to 1. Up from gold tier 4 to gold tier 1 in the matter of a few games. Alas, we get nothing. I think I'm going to call it good there for this video. I'll probably post another one playing this deck. Let me know in the comments. If you've watched this far, then you must be interested in it. Let me know what you think could be done to improve this, because I honestly can't think of much besides maybe add 2 Snapcaster, cut 2 Brineborn. Like, that is a change I think I can make. Unfortunately, Snapcaster is a Mythic, and I don't have a lot of Mythic wildcards, so I'm not sure I want to spend them right away. Yeah, if you enjoyed that, like, subscribe, and peace out, y'all. Oop, wrong button.